time. All right, guys, 21st of November, Thanksgiving week. I'm proud of you for being here. A few announcements to get started. The packs for 3-day refresh as well as ultimate reset are now back in the online office. So there was a little bit of time that they were not there. So especially if you have people coming to you really looking to focus on nutrition after Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving, for after Thanksgiving, know that those are back. That was like a technical thing. Also right now, which I have not shared anywhere, but I just noticed the summit tickets are on sale for $165 right now. So that's the lowest it's going to be. It'll probably jump like $20 to $50. I'm not sure until when the sale is available. So I definitely recommend doing that. We have 4 rooms that Jess, Allie, and I all booked for the entire team. So there's places for you to stay. You just have to commit and get your ticket. And honestly, I cannot wait for a freaking live event because we have not had them in so long and Summit's so special. So even if you're someone like, I don't know, I just love our team, I want to be there, get your ticket and come with us. Make it a girls' weekend. Submerge yourself in what is Beachbody because it really takes you to that next level of truly how, I won't say bad words, there's children, flipping amazing this company is. So I'm really excited for live events to come back. Just go. My first year, I literally stayed with 3 random people I never met before. And I decided 3 weeks before. So don't be that person. Book it now, plan it ahead of time, put it in your budget, all the things. The other thing is 645 got added to BOD. So if you have someone that is looking for a little bit more high intensity program, know that it's now there in the BOD library. And the Beachbody Black Friday sale is currently up. So it's $600 off, which is freaking phenomenal. And for those of you that ordered before the 14th of November, they should be, I put this in the coach chat, but they should be actually sending Energize to anybody that got like placed an order before the 14th, just as kind of like a thank you. I'm sorry. We know that there's a lot of delays, and with anything that's new, there's always bumps in the road. And we also know that there's definitely a big shipping like shortage supply. So just for your overall holiday gifts, if you're ordering things, like do it now, because I know I've had crazy shipment issues too. And then I'll go through some of the other related Job One announcements in this call. So I'm not going to go through those at the moment. Does anybody else have any other announcements before we move to recognition? All right, recognition time. What shout outs do you got? It can be anything, big or small, anything you want to celebrate, anyone you want to celebrate, shout it out. Oh, I see Jess.
All right, I'm in the middle of cooking dinner, but shout out to Morgan for finishing the test group and finishing the program. Congrats, girl. We love seeing you there.
I literally asked her the other day, I was like, where's your progress photos? I haven't seen these every week. Like, I want them. Super proud of you. Can't wait to see them. What other shout outs you guys got? I'm going to shout out our Glow Diggers pod, Sarah, Melanie, Melissa, who else am missing? Jamie. You guys have been kicking butt and taking names. I know we've had a lot going on in our individual lives, and this is a busy week, but you guys are making time to be here, and I'm proud of you. And it just goes to show we've been talking about like taking feelings in your life and fueling them for good when you can't control a lot of things. So I'm just really proud of you guys for being here. And also I think I mentioned this last call, but I don't really remember. So I'm just going to shout out Glow Diggers for rocking Team Builder 5 years in a freaking row. Huge props to our team, because that to me is showing that every year we've grown. So no matter what else has gone on, what you didn't hit or what you did hit or whatever, we've grown as a team. And that to me is everything, and is special to me. So props to y'all. All right. Before we get started and get into the Job One stuff, take out your phone if you're not on it with your Zoom, and take a boomerang that you are here because you're spending your time here with our team and that matters and you should show people. So 1, 2, 3, wave. Woo, gotcha. Cool. All right. Everybody else got their boom video, all the things. We can do the things. I'll let you guys do it for a few seconds and then I'm going to share my screen. So who here, raise your hand, has tried the Job 1 sample workout? Ooh, catching ya. Okay. That is your number one homework before you get off this call. And I know Morgan will back me up on that. This week, whether you're traveling, you have a lot going on, you can't do your normal workout, try the sample workout. It's only 20 minutes and we're going to dive into a little bit more about the program. I will refer you guys to the call we did 2 weeks ago with Morgan, specifically going through the program. I'm going to touch on it a little bit because I know there's some people on here who maybe doesn't know as much about the program. But we will post that team call again in the hub and you guys can dive into that. Tonight is really about what makes this different, what packs are available, what our test group's going to be like, maybe something different than we've done in the past and what is the same, what you guys can expect for start dates, all that good stuff. So let me share my screen. Okay, give me a second. I did not want this up. Also, my fire alarm panel is going off right now, and that is super distracting for this squirrel brain. So bear with me. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, cool. You know, I had to bring in the pink Christmas spirit because what else would you guys expect from me? I know Thanksgiving's coming, but this is launching in December. So I thought that I'd put a little spin on it. So Job 1, launch party, team test group. Let's talk about it. So what are we going to cover tonight? Because I always like expectations. You know what's coming. Morgan is our expert on the call. So if I say anything out of line, please call me out, pop in and add anything you want at any time because you know more than we do. But to give you guys a basis for this call, I actually went through the whole Champions Page trainings this week. I went through the FAQ this weekend. I really did my research and listened to a lot of stuff to prepare for this. So I'm going to go through a summary of the program quickly. I'm going to go through nutrition. I'm going to go through common misconceptions and kind of like what makes this special, and then how you can be a part of our group. And then any Q&A, if you guys want to put it in the chat as we go, that's fine, but I'm going to save them to the end. So definitely make sure you write it down, put it in the chat, all questions welcome. And then we'll talk about the sneak peek party coming up and how you can invite others to join it. So let me take some water. If you've been living under a rock, this is a brand new trainer, Jennifer Jacobs. And she formerly worked for Peloton and was known for her 80s themed cycling rides. So the quote that kind of stuck with me from this week that I went through is she said, "You only have one body. It's time to make your health and yourself job 1. So you shift your focus, prioritize yourself the same way you prioritize your job, and the results will follow in all areas of your life." So put in the chat, who here has ever busted their little booty to do something for work, stayed for an extra deadline, saw an extra patient, stayed up late and did extra grading? Who here has ever gone above and beyond for their work before? Ashley says all day, every day. Does court cases, all the things. Okay, just stayed up till past 7:30 for sure. I know I personally have done 2 a.m. deadlines. I've worked weekends. I do not get extra commission for that. I do not get overtime for that. And so why do we do that, right? Why do we go above and beyond for someone else? But when it comes to us and the only home that we're ever living in, what's the first thing that goes when life goes crazy? Ourselves, right? So the whole premise behind this program is cultivating that consistency and making time no longer an excuse. So for anybody that comes into you as the coaches on this call and comes to you and says, "I don't have time," this is your go-to program from now on. Like there is absolutely no freaking excuse of why anybody at any level, at any range cannot do this. And it's going to help you start to fall in love with the process, which you guys know I'm so big on consistency. But sometimes in other programs, we just completed 645. That's a really tough time commitment for some of us. That I know for me, I switched jobs recently and it's like my whole routine got flipped upside down. I know the same thing happened for Amanda recently. Same thing happened with Allie going back to work as a new mom. And so what happens is we struggle. And then we sit in that struggle, and then we get frustrated and things fall apart. And the first thing that goes is our routine. If we don't have, if Allie didn't have that consistent community and routine that she built for herself, she'd probably stop working out, or she'd probably work out less, right? Or she'd probably not drink her shake as much because there was no sort of consistent, healthy lifestyle ingrained into her routine. So this was specifically created, which I thought was really interesting. She said this in a video this week. The program was specifically created because of her having this guilt after she had baby number one, and feeling like she was selfishly taking time away from her child to work out. Okay. Which I think that's so relatable. I know to my team, I think a lot of us can agree with our jobs. That's so relatable. So time no longer an excuse. So who is this for? To me, this is like my opinion. This is for the excuse makers, right? We all know them. We can think of that one person that you're like, oh, every time I go to them and invite them to a test group, or every time, and maybe it's you, maybe you're looking at yourself and you're like, I've been making a lot of excuses lately. That's totally fine. This is for you. It's for someone who's busy, right? Who's busy in this team. We're all freaking busy. It's for someone who wants to up their level of endurance and efficiency. So who here, let's take a poll. Who here has ever been on a workout or Zoom in the past? I guess you're on Zoom if you're doing workout in the past 2 weeks and checked their phone during the workout. Oh, right. Be honest. Just be honest. Put in the chat. I know Jess says guilty. I was doing it today when I was on with Allie, so I can totally say it too. Morgan will tell you that this workout is so efficient and so fast. You don't have time to be doing this. That's not working out, right? Posting during your workouts, that's chilling and distracting. And that's a lack of connection with what you're doing and how you're moving. So for someone who gets bored of doing sets or 3 rounds of the same thing, you move so fast through different muscle groups. And I'm going to get into exactly the breakdown of workouts, but there's no leg day, do these 10 moves in a row for a minute each, right, Morgan?
I literally struggle to take videos because I can't pause them in between because I don't have enough time.
So right on the money, backing me up. I haven't even done anything besides a sample workout. And I just know from a group fitness standpoint that it's not going to be that same, what's coming either. And I think that is what we all need right now, because we get so used to doing test groups where we expect what's coming next. And so then we're like, oh, I can just sit here and listen to Amala talk for a minute and chill out. And it's that's great. There's nothing against those programs if you're lifting really heavy and being intentional with the minute load of work. But to me, this is going to up the game with endurance and efficiency and your mind-body connection, because it is moving so fast. But not in the pace, and I think I want to premise this too, not in the pace that you can't handle it. Because from what I have experienced and what I've seen so far, and we say this, there's modifications for everything, but you get to really control the dial of the movement that she's going to give you. Would you agree, Morgan?
Yeah, she tells you what level intensity the move should be. But I mean, on hit days, if you're tired and you can't physically go anymore, you go the pace that you can. So it's not like you need to go above and beyond all the time. And then you take your rest as you need.
So I'm really seeing this as something that can be for the total beginner, all the way up to those of us that consider ourselves pretty in tune with working out, because of that efficiency and endurance level that you can really dial up and stop being on this thing and start being with your workout. So someone that's ready for a change in their life, someone that needs something new to look forward to each day, that to me is who this program is for. So to me, this is a wide range of people that this program hits and takes out a lot of the normal excuses that we hear. All right, so getting into that, I told y'all I like theme slides. Canva is the best. I promise I can't take credit for all of this. I just input the information and make it look great. So workouts, what do they look like? 5 days a week, 20 minutes a day. Yes, for real. They're 20 minutes a day for 4 weeks. And now I hear some of y'all right now saying, well, 20 minutes is not enough. And we're going to talk about that. But 3 of the days are strength days and 2 of the days are cardio days. So just to give you the breakdown, Monday is going to be like a heavy weights day, because what happens on the weekend, right? We tend to slack off a little bit. We tend to rest more. We tend to maybe have that ease into the week. And I have felt in other programs, when you have like a high intensity cardio day on that Monday, it's tough to get into, right? So the whole point is to, yes, challenge yourself that first day, but kind of ease into your week. And then Tuesday is going to be your full on hit day, like sweaty cardio, all the things. I know Kristen's going to say, I hate cardio, and we're going to get into that because it's not like how you think. We talked a little bit about it on Morgan's call. Wednesday is a build and burn day, and that's going to specifically integrate resistance bands and dumbbells. So our fun 80-day obsession bands are coming back. Thursday is another sweat session, and it's 3-minute rounds with 1-minute recovery. So most of the programs, at least for me that I recall recently, are usually like 1-minute rounds and 1 minute off, right? Like, would you guys agree? But what happens is your body doesn't get challenged enough in that 1 minute. So her whole point is that upping that game to 3 minutes really allows you to push your limit and get to that peak that maybe you haven't achieved before in other sort of cardio rounds, and then still having that 1 minute recovery. And then Friday is finish stronger circuit training. So that'll be like a weight training day again. So her whole kind of mindset around this is for you to train less and achieve more. But that only happens when you have a purpose. So there is specific workouts laid out for you. It is very simple, and it's in and out. You're in and done, short and sweet. And to me, this is going to help us build a mentality as a team that we can actually do more than we think we can. Because I've even noticed it in the body workouts. Like, I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, is there going to be longer workouts? But for me, the 30-minute or 25 to 30 minutes, I've had to learn to like stop slacking off in that minute round, because I'm like, okay, there's only 4 of them. So I'm going to push really, really freaking hard all out for those 4, because I know exactly what's coming and I know exactly for how long that is. So to me, that kind of same mindset that's been happening with body is translating to job 1, because you're not just like floating. You really have intention behind it and purpose behind it. And she gives you those clear expectations so you can really go all out and get the most out of those 20 minutes. All right. Any questions so far? I know I'm talking fast and throwing a lot at you. Okay. So let's talk about nutrition. I want to ask who here, and I can't see your faces, so you have to put it in the chat. I can only see some of your faces. Who here has done all of the videos for Ultimate Portion Fix or all of the videos for 2B Mindset? Okay, Noelle, awesome. Jess and Allie. Okay, so this is a call out for everybody on this call, because I would guess that you've probably only done one program. Because this program is shorter, I'm going to challenge all of us as a team to really pick one program and actually go through the content, because I'm calling myself out here. I've been a Ultimate Portion Fix girl for a long time. And I think that we really undervalue the tools that we have at our fingertips and that all of us have invested in. Like, who here has bought a pack before? Probably every single one of us. Have you gone through those tools and used them? Right? So I really want to challenge us as an entire team, and any challengers on here as well. You know, maybe you don't know what these 2 programs are, so I'm going to go through them in a second, but this is the core foundation, just as important as the workouts, because you're not going to get results without the backing up of nutrition. So some of the things that she specifically mentioned, which Jess is going to freaking love this, is she's really prioritizing protein in this program. Protein and good, clean sources of nutrients. So leafy greens, foods that's not processed, normal stuff that you guys expect. But one of the things that's going to be coming out soon that Jess, I know, already does this, is specifically talking about an option to combine Shakeology and Recover, which I heard at first from Jess and I was like, I don't know about this. Like, it sounds a little weird. I like having my chocolate as many times per day, but I thought that this was really interesting. And I'm going to talk more about it at a different time, unless Morgan has anything that she can add from what she's seen her mention about this. But it really is a program that's prioritizing protein and something that should be in every single meal you have to fully get the results you need, because your body is actually made primarily of protein. Your bones, your cartilage, all the things. So that's going to be something that we're going to continue to talk about as a team. This is also a great program to kind of test the waters with Time Nutrition if you've never done that before and learn something new, right? Like, we have shorter workouts. Empower yourself to lean in and learn something new. And to me, supplements are just non-negotiable. We'll go through that. But you guys know, like, Energize is life, Glow Juice on my team, Recover is awesome. Again, talk to your coach if you don't know what I'm talking about, but that's our pre and post workout options that come with the program. So let's talk about the 2 nutrition programs. Ultimate Portion Fix is more structured. That's number 1. You guys will go through and select a moderately challenging workout when you do your caloric calculation. So this isn't high intensity, so it's moderately challenging. And they definitely suggest trying out Time Nutrition, which I'm actually thinking about going back to. A lot of people will ask about macros, and macros are already, so Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset are very simple. And to me, because they're so simple, a lot of people don't take it seriously or don't do it full out or kind of dabble in it. And then they get pissed that they don't get the results. And they're like having to do this big, huge calculation behind the scenes of some other nutrition thing that they want to try. What you guys might not know is the macros are already calculated for you in Ultimate Portion Fix. They've already done all of the legwork from a nutrition and dietitian standpoint that's already set up for you. You just have to plug in the calculation and know how many reds you need per day and know how many yellows you need per day, all the normal stuff. For those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, you get Portion Fix containers with your pack when you make sure you select body on your pack for the month. So the macros are already figured out for you. It is very, very simple. And it kind of just tells you, this is how many veggies I need to have per day. This is how many carbs. This is how many healthy fats. And then they encourage you again to space out your reds, which are your proteins, 1 in each meal. So making things simple, that's what I've personally loved. So I'm actually going to be focusing on learning more about 2B Mindset during this program, which is our more flexible option. And for those of you guys that have done 2B Mindset before, you will focus on the Eating for Life video and the all plated feature protein, as well as definitely adding and tracking the Beachbody Performance line. And they said the protein snacktionals is such a funny word, are a great option. Again, that's something that I'm going to be learning during this program, but I plan to follow timed nutrition because I really think with the quick in and out, that's a great time to really lean it back in after the holidays. Any nutrition questions thus far? One other thing that was mentioned is Recharge, which I know a lot of you may have never tried before. I personally love it as a sweet tooth night person because it's another great source of protein at night that releases in your body as you sleep. So another great option that I think is highly underutilized, part of our performance workout line. So pick a plan and plan to educate and learn. That's the thing I love about our community, is it constantly forces you to continue to grow and learn about these things and how your body reacts to them. So some special features that you guys might not know about Job 1. There's 4 optional cycle workouts. which will be part of the program. So you will not need body for these cycle workouts, which I think is really cool because anybody with a bike can do them, and it will give them a taste of what body is really like. So that's a huge, huge factor that you can't get body on any bike besides Mix right now. So this is a huge marketing factor for coaches on this call to be able to explain and communicate to people that have other bikes. Okay. It will also the packs will come with a notepad and checklists, as well as resistance bands. I know a lot of us, our resistance bands get way overused and we can always use new ones. Both nutrition programs will come with all packs. I will be doing a team test group in our BOD group tracking app where you log your workouts and your supplements and your nutrition each day. And I'm also going to open up, which I know other teams have done this in the past, to do an accountability message pod for daily interaction and questions, because I think that this is going to be a really fun program to really focus on nutrition in a big way like we never have before. And then you'll get access to body for a month as well with all packs. So for those of you that are over here like, no way, 20 minutes is not going to get me my results, I need more than that for my mentality, this last little bullet is for you. So she's going to give you the option to have stacked workouts. So these are 20-minute stack workouts that are extra. So say you want a little extra of your core, much like we did with Control Freak. Say you want a little extra with your glutes. I put gluten, but it meant to be glutes. Funny. There's also going to be upper lower body as well as a recovery stretch. So this is a great option for those of us that are maybe a little bit more wanting more time to move our bodies or a little bit extra. That is there for you. But I know Morgan said on her call over and over again, if you are truly doing the 20 minutes all out, that is all you need. And sometimes we think we know best, but we are not the pros, right, guys? We are just people. We are awesome. But we are not the super trainers. We are not the fitness professionals. We are not the nutritionists. And so this is really where you're going to have to trust the process and trust the journey and know that this program is really great to repeat. It's meant to do like a couple of rounds if you would like. So that is some special features. Any questions thus far before I go into how we join? All right.
Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to say a special feature. Have you talked about the songs? Because she mentioned that in one of her lives where it was like, you have the option to do the workout with or without music. And she's even got like music that we would know, not music where it's like Beachbody does their own thing and it's not songs that we're familiar with. So that was one thing that she mentioned that I was really excited about, because I've been loving that part from Body, is just the change of music. And she mentioned you can do it with or without, but that's a nice feature because a lot of the programs recently that have been done to music don't have that option.
Yeah, Morgan mentioned that on her call, but I'll re-mention it here as well. It's a good point, Jess. There will be a playlist for each workout, is my understanding. So you'll be able to just press play on that. I think it will be integrated possibly as an option like Body is, but I am not totally sure on that. But I know there's Spotify playlists, right, Morgan?
Yes, there are playlists on Spotify. I will say my very last workout that I did had music in the background. So I don't know if they got feedback during, I don't know if they're adding it or not, but I will say there was music. So
it sounds like that's going to be added. What she's doing with the like test group, she said that you guys just haven't had the chance to benefit from what they're implementing into the program because of like timing. But the idea of like the songs and stuff you guys have gotten.
Cool. Thank you for that reminder. All right, a few questions before I go on. So with time nutrition, how do you figure out your best window? So time nutrition, you have to dive into that in Ultimate Portion Fix, but essentially the baseline of it is making sure you have a pre and post workout meal around your workout. So you can make it a light option. We went into depth on this with 80 Day, but we can definitely continue to do that with Job 1 as the program launches. But essentially what I would do is have my shake before my workout. And I do not like eating before my workout. But that was an easy way to get a protein and a fruit in. It's all based on fueling your body properly around your workout schedule. And then it's pretty simple. It's just kind of like if you want to take the guesswork out of what to do and just know what to eat when. And then you can really, it's adaptable to what works for you. How do you make a recharge taste good? I personally do it with water and shake it very, very, very much. It does tend to come together a lot, so you just have to continually shake it in my mind. But I know that some people have mixed it with almond milk as well as an option. All right, I think that was the questions. Yeah, I always blend blending your recharge. I'm not sure about that. Never done it, but this is tips and tricks that we'll dive into in our pod, as well as like good questions in the hub, guys, because I am not the pro at everything nutritionally. There's so many great ideas for different things of different people that have tried. So definitely there's options for you. Any other nutrition questions or workout questions? All right. So how do you join? We have a couple things of announcements and like 2 main dates I want you to put in your brain. So December 2nd is the coach and preferred customer launch. Doesn't mean you can't get the program if you're not one yet. So highly recommend upgrading to preferred customer if you're not for this launch, so that you continue to get 25% off. And then we'll start what I like to call our preview test group on December 6th as a team. You have 4 weeks to do it, and that will take us through January 2nd. So 4 weeks from December 6th to January 2nd is our preview test group. So you have to get it in the coach and preferred customer launch. If you do not have the resistance bands, just know they'll take time to ship, and I don't know what the shipping is going to look like at that point. So it might be a better option for you to begin January 3rd, which will be our official test group launch. So there's 2 launch dates of the program. December 2nd is the coach and preferred customer launch. And it really just means you want first access to the program and you want the best discount. December 6th, we'll start the first test group. December 16th, the customer launches. The pricing is the same to start out the program, no matter what. So there's really no reason in my mind that you shouldn't at least enroll as a preferred customer if you're on this call. There's nothing to like, the pricing is the same. There's nothing you're like getting roped into by any means. It really just means that you want a discount in the future for anything that you purchase. So I'm all about a good deal. And then the 3rd, we begin our official big test group. So in my mind, all of our coaches will be starting the 6th, testing it full out. Y'all know that holiday nutrition is not going to be perfect. So you're going to test out what works for you. That first couple rounds will, you want to be in on that first round, so you kind of get a feel for it. And then we'll all go full out January 3rd. So there's a free sample workout right now you can try. Reach out to your coach if you don't already have access to it. And then one other thing I wanted to add is tomorrow, on Monday, Jennifer Jacobs is doing a Job One live class at 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. So that's another great way if you have Body right now, which is our live interactive platform, to give that a feel. And if you can't make 5:00 and you have Body, it should be up by Tuesday, Wednesday. Definitely check it out. I think that'll be a great way to kind of see a little bit more about the program live. I also wanted to put on here, so the bike is not mandatory for this program, but to me, it's a great option to have. I know a lot of you guys have your bikes that are on this call, absolutely love it. Just keep in mind that the shipping time, again, I have to say it, is always crazy during the holidays. We know this with anything that ships. So just expect, like, if you're thinking about getting the bike, I would do it ASAP so that you hopefully by January can have it. Again, they're doing the $600 off, which is awesome. So let's go through the packs. If you are a current BOD member, it's pretty typical to maybe what you've seen at other launches. There is 2 options, essentially. There's the basic Total Solution Pack, which comes with Shakeology or the performance line of Energize and Recover, or there's the now new Go and Glow option, which I personally love. It comes with Energize, Collagen, and Hydrate. I know that with drinking around the holidays, Hydrate is a huge help, and I freaking love it, and I get it every single month. You can also do the deluxe pack if you're serious about going all in and getting the most for your money with Shakeology in addition to the performance line. And with all the packs, you're going to get VIP access to job one. So it won't be on BOD until May, I believe. So you get first access to it. And guys, the beauty behind this, and with every test group, I say this, when you do something, so when you go on Pinterest and you've gotten a free meal plan, do you follow it? Have you ever done a full juice cleanse off Pinterest and done it like all the way? No. Like I think I printed one out in grad school and I like made all the juices and did all the things and bought so much ridiculous food and like juiced all this stuff. Do you know how many days I lasted on my week-long juice cleanse? About half a day. And then I threw everything out because it was gross. So I say this because when we're thinking about like, what do I want for Christmas? Or like, I don't really need anything for my parents, or, is this really worth it? This is another thing to buy. This is your health. And if we've seen nothing from the past 2 years, like the best thing you can invest in is yourself. And when we do test groups and everybody commits together, there's a special energy that we all start December 6th and we all start January 3rd. And you start and you finish. And it's not a 13-week program, it's a 4-week. So it's doable. So to me, this is just you committing to yourself that, hey, this is important to me. And I want to put an investment into what's the only thing I'm going to live in forever, which can cultivate consistency and healthy lifestyle beyond this holiday season and into 2022. So I say that because sometimes I get from challengers that like, oh, this is another thing I have to buy. No, this is another thing you get to invest in for your long-term health. That's a privilege. And all of us can say we've gone to Target and spent $150 and not even thought about it. Like, I don't know who hasn't. So to me, this is like a no-brainer because I know that it's going to be good for me, right? It's an experience that I get to have with all of you that's special. So you're going to get the VIP access. You're going to get your resistance bands. You get, sorry, this is the wrong thing. It doesn't say that on there. You don't get your annual BOD. This is just the completion pack. That's wrong on there, but you will get 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix, as well as the containers and obviously access to our group and accountability pod. And then there's definitely items that are discounted in your cart that you can add on in addition to any of these packs that they give like a extra discount for, and your coach can help you with that. And then for new challengers, sorry guys, a little fast there. For new challengers, you will get everything what I was talking about in addition to the year access to Beachbody On Demand. So once you finish job one, you'll have access to hundreds of other workout programs on there, whether you want a running based program, you want a lifting based program, you want a bar based program, you'll have something to go to next. And that's for the rest of the year. So to me, that's again, a commitment that is way cheaper than joining most gyms, and just getting this incredible community is, I think we can all attest, has made such a transformation into our lives. All right, so the special offer I wanted to highlight for those of you guys that are thinking about this, they are offering right now, if you buy a pack in November, you can get 50% off job one in December. So if you're brand new or you're looking to get a completion pack, highly recommend reaching out to your coach and pricing out what works best for you. I know I'm personally doing a Black Friday giveaway this week as well, in addition to that. So my team's going to be required to get a pack because I can't guarantee your results unless you're willing to go all in. And that's the biggest piece of advice I can say with the test group. If you come in and you expect to get results and you're only doing the workouts, or you're only doing, half of them, you can't half-ass it, right? Like all of us know this. We have to go into a task group with an all-in mindset, and it's only 4 weeks. So whether you are like, I'm going to do December, 50%, that's cool. But January 3rd is the all-in date. Like, we are going all the way in, starting together for the new year. So definitely recommend at least signing up as a preferred customer. All coaches, you guys know you already get your discount, so you're good with that. And it's just an incentive to like start your journey now if you're brand new, so that you don't have to wait till these December dates for you to start building your momentum. To me, the momentum can start tomorrow when we're all on Zoom working out together. So definitely reach out to your coach, let them help you get started. So what do we do next? And then we'll wrap up with any further Q&A. Number 1, connect with your coach. Let them help you. I think a lot of people are scared to ask questions or for help or whatever. That's what we're here for. And if we don't know the answer, we'll find it for you. We are going to start a sneak peek group on Friday, right after Thanksgiving, to continue to answer more questions, share more information up until the launch date next Thursday. And then your homework is to try the sample workout, try the live body workout this week, start getting into our bod group and getting a feel for that. If you haven't been there in a while, or you're just starting, get on Zoom. Y'all, our virtual gym, everybody on this call should be on it every single time they work out. It is so special and so fun. And anybody that's on this call gets on Zoom, put it in the chat why you love it. I pay for it. You guys get it for free. So I always say, make it worth my money. Not every team has that. And I think it's a really special tool. And I will be loading some prep calendars if you're looking for like how to start beginning to prep for job 1, as well as diving into the nutrition videos and start learning there. So I know that was a lot of information, but now is your time to bombard me with questions. Let me stop sharing so I can see your faces. Excuse me. Okay, you guys can totally unmute if you have questions. I'm going to look at the chat, make sure.
I'm just going to say I'm going all in. And I also always look at people's bod renewals at this time. So I've been a coach for so long, and Beachbody always has new program launches early December. So my bod, I think, renews on like the 6th. I'm going to cancel it and sign up on the 2nd with this. But take a look at your bod renewals personally for yourself and your customers, because they can not only get access right away, but maybe benefit financially, because usually new programs have sales with them. So that's just one thing I was going to mention.
Such a good reminder, because I know a lot of challengers and coaches have their bod renewing in December. So definitely make sure you don't pay for your bod and for a pack. Like, that's silly. Let your coach help you and pair them together. Yes, I have prep calendars that I will add to the hub, Melissa. We will definitely share those. I'm personally doing body and loving it, so that's what's working for me. Morgan, did you have any other like prep advice besides the calendars we talked about?
Not really. Just get your bands.
Yeah, so true. What other questions you guys got?
Oh, I was going to ask a question about bands, because ADD Obsession, I think, or maybe it was 10 rounds, one of the 2 programs had 2 different length bands, an 8-inch like laying down and a 12-inch. What do you know about that? Thoughts on it? I have both randomly at the house, but I just wanted to make sure that I pull aside the right pair and also can help others with that answer.
So I got a free set of bands when I did this, and I got to choose between 9 and 12, and they give you like a scale to follow, which I don't know if that's the same way for like when you buy them anyway. So I chose the 9-inch ones. Well, I didn't use them. I think they're very hard to use. I mean, I don't think I'm a very large person, but like I can hardly get them across my legs. So I think I would have bought the 12-inch if I could do it again. So I actually have bands I use from Amazon, but so I would say I would get the 12-inch. I don't know. And you'll just have to make it work, if you aren't feeling the resistance, make your steps wider. But the 9-inch ones were not working. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if anyone else has the same problem. I don't know.
I will say with the bands, I think everybody that did 80 day can attest. it takes you a hot minute to get used to using the bands. You are going to get a little flustered. Oh, wrong F. Gotta watch my F words. You're gonna get a little flustered. See, at least I made you guys smile at 8:45 on a Sunday, because it just takes a little bit of time to like get them worn in a little bit and like get used to how you're using them. If you have never used them, like that's just all normal. So like I would definitely recommend wearing leggings when you work out as well, not shorts, is another thing. And again, we'll go into all these details deeply, but I would say I have long legs and I personally use the 12-inch bands. I will ask at corporate this week if there's an option that we need to choose when we do the packs, or you could just get both. I'll double check and get back to you guys on that. But I would say like, you know, they also, I felt like got a little bit tighter in the last ones I've gotten. So I personally say 12-inch works for most people, unless you're like super petite, but that's just my.
And I understand that it takes a while. And like I did whatever Autumn's programs, but you don't have any time to fix them was my problem. So like, and I hate pausing workouts. I don't pause my workouts ever. So I was so frustrated the days that I had to use the loops because they were rolling. I couldn't get them where they needed to be. And she kept going. I mean, so that was my only problem.
So one thing I would say, and we can reiterate this in the hub, is definitely trying like some a little obsessed workouts or a little more obsessed workouts that use the bands to get familiar with them before you officially start job one. Because I think that would be really helpful to get used to how we use them. Melissa asked, could we use the bands from 645? My advice is always to follow what the trainer does, right? Can you use other bands? You can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, each band is made for each program. And I'm a big believer through and through that if you want the full results, you follow the program with the tools in front of you. It's the same thing when people say, well, I don't need Shakeology or I don't need Energize. That's cool. That's your choice. But if you see my results, you guys know, like I do it all. So like I follow things when I go all in and just on a regular basis. Like in my cabinet, I have Beach Bars, I have Recover, I have Energize, I have Shakeology. It's not because I say buy all the things, it's because I believe in it and it's changed my life. And I would never tell anybody like I don't use the creatine. I'd be honest and say, I don't use it. Like it's not really my jam. It's not really my thing. It's the same thing with like I don't do whey Shakeology because I don't like the way it makes me feel anymore. I like vegan. So I'm like very honest about my opinion on things. But for the most part, I tell my team, like, these are the things that I use to get these results. So if you want these results, you get to choose what you want to do. It's the same thing with the portion containers. Like, are you going to follow them, or are you just going to like eat a million cookies and drink 5 coffees a day? Like, you got to choose what you want, right? So, anyways, I got a little on my soapbox, but are other bands going to kill you? I know that also specifically, please check if anyone has a latex allergy, because these bands are not non-latex to my knowledge. I'm going to double check on that, but I've had that in the past. So just please check with your people that are ordering. I know this call is long.
Danielle, can I ask you a question that sort of has to do with this, but more has to do with your architecture ability? I'm working on getting mats for I'm going to turn my office into my workout space because I never work in there. So it's just not like, it'll be much more useful to do it this way. And I want to get the mats. So, and I don't know anything about like, so square footage, that's like length times width, right? Like I measured the room. So
why don't you message me and we can chat about it?
Because I was trying to make sure I get enough mats to cover what I need.
Totally. Absolutely. Any other job one specific questions? Not trying to cut you off, Kristen, but we're pushing time. I see the fading eyes. All right, guys. So your homework is try the sample workout. If you have body, get on and do the body workout. Let's hype the shit out of this program this week, guys. Like, you don't understand. People need this, and people are going to be quiet for the next 4 days, and that's normal. But you don't stop because all of you are coaches on here. So Morgan has done her due diligence of giving this program all she's got. Let's take her results and blow them up. Let's use her story. I'm going to be pulling more stuff out of her because I know she had a great experience with this program, and let's go change some lives. Because like New Year's coming, and this is a time where people get sucked into things that just don't stick. And every single one of you on this call has been here over a year. There's a reason for that, or almost a year. I can't say for sure on it, but like I know your faces. You've been here for a long time and there's a reason. So what if you just brought one person with you to do this program? Like that would be powerful. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to hearing what you think of the sample workout this week. All right, guys, have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving. See you next Sunday.